everybody, thanks for joining me again this week. I hope you're well and welcome to the channel if you're new. I'm out for the second time with the Nokta Makro Legend and the first time on the beach. It's a spring tide, we've got plenty of wet sand to play with, and then later on when the tide comes in I'll hit the dry shingle and see how the machine performs up there. I'm Adam, this is my metal detector, and that's a beach. Welcome to D-Tekt Sussex. Okay, so out on the beach for the first time with the Legend. Let's have a little look at settings. Get the machine on. Now, as I said last week, I am brand new to the machine. Okay, I'm still learning it. It's going to take me a little while to learn, and I'm hoping you guys will learn with me. So don't take anything here as perfect, ideal settings. But I've read the manual, so let's see what we can do. We're going to go to beach mode, which is there. Discrimination setting, I'm actually going to start in all metal mode. I might switch to taking the ferrous off and maybe ground later, but we'll start in all metal just to see what happens. Frequency, now in beach mode you've got frequency dry and frequency wet. I'm starting on the wet sand, so I'm going to go frequency wet. And down the bottom here we're going to go recovery speed. Now, what recovery speed do we want? So the higher recovery speed you have, the faster you can swing, but you'll lose a little bit of depth. The lower you go, the deeper you'll go, but the slower you'll have to swing. So let's go somewhere in the middle, because we're on the beach, we don't want to go down too deep. So let's go maybe 5 on the recovery speed. Now, if you're in the recovery speed setting on the beach, hit the pinpoint button and you'll get stability mode, ST. Okay, it's in the manual, but it's not obvious on the menu. And then you've got some settings, 1 to 5 on here for stability. So 1 will be the least stable. 5 will be the most stable, but obviously the higher you go, there's going to be certain things like small items, like small earrings, small chains, that kind of thing, you might miss out on. So I'm going to take the stability down to 3 in the middle, and we'll adjust that up and down as I go and see how we get on. So that's the settings. Sensitivity, I'm going to start all the way up, and we'll just see how that goes. In fact, now it's beeping already, so let's go down to 20. Lovely. I'll do a ground balance off camera. And yeah, let's see how we get on. Let's get cracking. Okay, first target here. I've actually switched to non-ferrous mode because there's a lot of iron seemingly on this beach, getting quite a few iron signals. So switch down to non-ferrous for now. I might switch around and play with that as I go. Signal here. Now the ferrocheck's saying an alloy. Mid-20s, 25, 26. A little bit of depth. About 4 bars on the depth. So let's have a closer look and see what we can find. Still there. Numbers are 30 now. Okay, I've got it in the spoils. I'm just going to put my headphones back on my head so I can hear the tone a little better. Yeah, it's definitely here. Just in there, so. I'm fine. I'm going to get the pinpointer on that just to narrow it down a little bit. Put the detector down. There we go. Let's have a look. I've got it. Okay, I think it's just a bit of scrap. Let's have a look. Yeah, just a bit of tat on that one, but was a few scoops deep, so yeah, pretty good on the depth. Let's carry on. Onward. Okay, just coming down to the water's edge, having a bit of a splish, a bit of a splash, and indeed, if you will, a little bit of a splosh, just to see how we get on. Stability wise, that's pretty quiet. You're not getting any extra beeps on that. It's nice and stable. Excellent. Right, let's carry on. Okay, so when I find a target, I'm actually turning my headphones off for you at the minute because I can't hear the sounds if I take my headphones down next to the microphone. So, signal here, all the way over to the right on the ferro check, 33. Now it's got a couple of bars on the depth, but it is right on these rocks, so not sure, it might be just be something small. Maybe it's just underneath the rocks, who knows. Let's have a look, see what we got. I'm just going to very gently, yeah, that's movable, that's good. So always be careful with your scoop. You don't want to damage it while leaving something heavy. Ah, okay, that really wasn't very deep, was it? So, pick that up. It's on a line. Looks like some sort of fishing paraphernalia. Let's put this down. There we go. I don't know if there's going to be hooks on this or not. I'm not into fishing or anything, guys, so if you are, and you know what things like this are, let me know. I don't know whether I should be looking out for hooks or not, but always be careful. You don't want to get stabbed. Okay, I think we're good for hooks on there. Nope, no hooks on there. So it's this. Obviously made to resemble a fish. Is it a sort of a lure or something? Sort of fishing lure, make fish think it's a fish. And then come and say hello, and then they get caught, I guess. If I'm wrong, let me know. If I'm right, let me know as well. I'd quite like to know. Cool. A little bit of weight to it. Nice. Okay. Onward. Okay, I'm down by the rocks, down by the pier. The tide's still going out. It's probably got another 45 minutes to an hour. Sorry, 45 minutes to an hour before it's fully out. So I'm going to get through as quick as I can. A lovely signal here. Nice, strong, powerful tone. 2 bars on the depth, all the way to the right on the ferro check. And late 40s, 50 on the VDI. So we're not walking over that one. Let's have a look and see what we've got. Oh, that's a large something. Aha, okay, so it's inside this. There is a bit of metal. Specifically what bit of metal, I don't know, but... Oh, is that a lock? Some sort of a lock, I think. What do you think? Yeah, I think that's some sort of a lock. Blimey. How long's that been in there? That, wow, that's been in there a while, isn't it? To be caked in that, I mean, that was practically rock. So we're not talking a recent drop. Wow, yeah, there's the mechanism goes in and out. Interesting. Okay, onward. Okay, so I'd just like to point out, when I'm normally down here with, say, the Simplex or the Amphibio, I don't find very much. Okay, there's another target here, 56, quite solid, definitely non-ferrous. Looking at the ferro check, 56, nice sound, 2 bars on the depth. Let's have a look. There's some stones in here, just trying to circumnavigate them a little bit. I think the target's moving, whatever it is, so I've definitely got it. Or maybe it's out. No, it's out. Okay, it's out. Got a slightly firmer footing. Okay, I've got it. It's in the scoop. Whatever it is in the scoop. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's definitely that. Oh, crikey. Is this... Alright, okay, so I'm next to Eastbourne Pier. Several years ago there was a fire on the pier. It was very badly damaged. Is this part of the pier? Is this like part of a post or something off the pier? It's like definitely been repainted a few different colours over the years. Look. Have I just found part of the pier? Holy cow. What do you think? I think I might have done. That's crazy. And again, I've been down here loads of times with other detectors, never picked up this. I know other people have been down here with other detectors as well, and they haven't picked this up either. So, alright, okay. Onward. Okay, next one. About 40. Bouncing a little bit around the 40 mark. Again, ferro check says non-ferrous. There's 1 bar on the ferrous side, so I think 2 bars or more is sort of a strong indication that it's an alloy. So let's give it a go and see what we've got. A couple of bars on the depth, so I don't know if it's a few inches down or whether it's just small. Could be either. A lot of stones here to get around. Aha. Ah, got it. Oh, it's a coin. We've got a coin. Excellent. Let's have a look and see what coin we've got. Is it a coin? It's a little smooth. Crikey, I think I can just about make out very faint text around the outside. So I think maybe that used to be a coin, but it's that's worn. That's very badly worn. Is that a head? That's a head. We've got a king. That's a George. That's a George coin. But that is very badly worn. Crumbs. Try and clean that off a little bit on the soft bit of my glove. Yep, so you can see the details coming through now. It's definitely a George. I'm trying to remember which George that would be. Yeah, but Britannia is almost gone. The year should be at the bottom here. So I think it's a halfpenny. 1920, is that? Pretty sure that says 1920 at the bottom there. But that is very worn. Yeah, pretty sure that's 1920 at the bottom, so... Oh, is that George V or George VI? I'm blanking on it now. I'll tell you what, I'll put it up on the screen. I'll figure it out. I'll Google it. My monarch years are a little off, I'm afraid, so... for everyone face palming at the minute, I'll put something at the bottom. Wow. I'm just trying to think back. I don't think I've ever found a pre-decimal on the beach, ever. And I've just found it with a legend. Beautiful. Okay, I don't care. It's worn. It's a pre-decimal. It's getting one of these. Oh, I'm chuffed with that. Nice. Okay, onward. Okay. On here, 49.50. All the way to the right on the ferro check. So that's non-ferrous. And 1 to 2 bars down. Let's have a little look. See what we got. Oh, I can see something. You see that? Is that copper? Well, that's the target. Let's get down and grab that, see what it is. Now, the tide is supposed to be at its lowest point in about half an hour's time, but it is coming in very quickly, so I'm not sure what's gone wrong there. I checked up the tide times. It was, yeah, another half hour or so before that's supposed to be all the way out, so I'm coming back in. Yep, it's just a bit of scrap. Cool. Onward. Okay, next one. Sorry, 30. Again, this is brand new machine. I'm still learning the numbers. The numbers are different to on the simplex because the scale's different. The scale in here is 0 to 60, simplex is 0 to 99. So numbers in different places, but we've got a 30 here, all the way to the right on the ferro check. Let's have a look. Doesn't look like it's too deep. Oh, but we do have a lot of rockage going on here. Rockage, that's a new word. I've just made it up. A lot of rockage going on here. Or is it clay? Maybe it's just compacted clay. Possibly. I might be missing it slightly anyway. Aha, got it out. Got it. Okay, in the scoop. Let's give it a little bit of a wash. See what we got. So this was a solid 30 on the numbers. Oh, we have another coin. We got another coin. Yes. Do love finding coins. Let's get the detector down. There we go. And see what we got. Oh, it's another worn one. Crikey. It's been in the water a while, isn't it? It's a little bit warped as well. Definitely a coin though. There's Britannia, I think. Got the line at the bottom where the date should be. Oh, hello. Got a pre-decimal here.
Pre-decimal, right?
Yeah.
Are you not finding anything from the pier?
Yeah, I quite often find burnt old 2p's from the old fire, but yeah, it's a bit worn. There's an old pre-decimal there.
Oh wow.
Not sure. Can't quite make out the monarch.
That's weird. It looks like it's been hammered.
Yeah,
It's so thin.
Yeah.
Is it hammered?
It's just been in the water. But it's
Oh,
a you can see Britannia with the date on the bottom there. It's where the line would be with the date. I found a George halfpenny just now as well.
Oh,
so
did you?
yeah,
Did you? Oh, that's nice.
do quite well when the tide's out.
Yeah.
Okay, so those guys just came up and said hello while I was looking at the coins. Little chat. Yeah, so I'm not sure what the monarch is. I can't make the monarch out. If I can figure it out before I edit the video, I'll stick it up on the screen. But you can definitely see Britannia there. It's definitely a pre-decimal coin. That's where the year would be at the bottom there. So another pre-decimal. Nice. Again, can't identify it. It's very warm, but I don't care. It's still getting one of these. Awesome stuff. Right, so I am fighting the tide a bit here, so let's carry on and see what else we can find. Onward. Okay, well, we had to get one eventually. This is coming up late 20s. Yeah, had to get one eventually. Ring pull. Onward. Okay, got a solid 30 here. I think I can see it. I'm just going to try and pluck it out with the trowel. I've glanced away and now I can't see it. Where's it gone? Nope. Oh, I glanced away. I can't find it. Where'd it go? Ah, there it is. I see it now. I can see it now. Can you see it? Come on, let's play a little game. Can you see the coin? Can you see the coin? Can you see the coin? It's in this area. It's in this area. It's there. Can you see it? Solid 30. And we have a 20p. Oops. I can pick it up. A bit of a meal of this one. Come on. Trying to avoid getting my gloves too wet. There we go, got it. 20p. You can see where it's been partially buried, look. Part of it's really shiny, part of it's not. So Tudor Rose design, 1983. 39 years old. 20p a piece. Great stuff. Onward. Okay, so with the tide coming in earlier than expected, I've got a little less time than I wanted to on the rocks. I've done these bits, but there's a lot more out there that I wanted to get to today. Unfortunately, I haven't got to them today, but there's still plenty of wet sand left, so I'm going to start doing some zigzags along the beach and see if we can find some lines where things are settling and see what else we can find. The hunt is not over yet. Onward. Okay, so the tide's beaten me. I've pushed up onto the shingle now, so let's have a look on the drier stuff and see how we get on there. So I'm going to switch the frequency from, if you look at just there, so I've got my scoop in my hand, just there, going to change from multi-wet to multi-dry. Where are we? recovery speed. I might even just leave recovery speed where it is on 5. Keep it on 5 in the middle. And stability, probably won't need quite so much. I'm going to take it down, see what happens there. Do a quick ground balance. Okay, ground balancing around about 58. I should say on the discrimination pattern, I settled on ground while I was down there. That seemed quite good. But again, don't take any of these settings as optimal. You know, I'm still learning the machine. So yeah, nice. Onward. Okay, that's another ring pull. Onward. Okay, signal here. Solid 28 now. Showing as deep. So probably just on the edge of the ferro check. Ferro check is occasionally coming up as full non-ferrous. I'll go slower, it's even better. Yeah, 4 bars on the depth though. Now 28 I think is going to be around about ring pull area. Again, I'm learning the tones. I think that's the new ring pull area on this machine compared to the simplex, which is what I'm used to. So let's get down and have a look, see what it is. Am I right? Who knows? Okay, so I've got the target out. Let's put it a bit further away. Still showing 28, still showing non-ferrous on the ferro check. Can see it. Yeah, it is a ring pull. There we go. Cool. Good, because that means I'm starting to learn the numbers and the sounds. Lovely. Onward. Okay, come out 50. Grotty 2p. That is in better days. Yuck. Onward. Alright, so I'm just about out of time here today. I've had an absolute blast out here with the Legend today on the beach. Second hunt with the Legend ever. First hunt with it on the beach. Did a bit on the wet, did a bit on the dry. Really enjoyed playing with the settings. I spent basically the whole time just switching between settings, trying to get an idea of how each setting changes the way the machine responds. So I've been messing about with recovery speed, messing about with discrimination patterns. I've been messing about with stability settings, all sorts of things. So I haven't shown it all in the video, so I'm still trying to get a sense for it. Maybe in a few weeks time, when I've got a bit more of an idea, I'll start using more consistent settings and I'll start giving you a bit more of an update as to what I'm doing during the course of the hunt. But this is all learning. My channel's always been about learning. I literally started the channel about 2 months after I picked up a detector as an adult. So yeah, the whole 2.5 years I've been doing this, it's been all a learning experience, and that is continuing with the Legend. So let's have a look. There is the aforementioned Legend. Let's have a look at the tap box, see what we found in here. So we've got that, I think, copper plate, copper or brass, probably copper. Part of Eastbourne Pier, I think. Random, I don't know if it's maybe lead. It's quite a high number, so yeah, maybe some lead in the paint, not sure. But there we are. Tap box, we've got that fishing lure, I think fishing lure possibly. Lock thing, we've got some grotty coins, a couple of ring pulls in there, but not too bad overall on the tap box. Pretty pleased with that. And then over onto the slightly nicer finds. Now again, it is the off season, so you don't expect to find too much in terms of modern coinage. There's a 20p piece there. Didn't actually find much on the dry, apart from the ring pulls and things. Stuck in that hole. There we go, nearly lost the 20p then. But these are the finds I'm really pleased about today. So I've got some friends who come down here with other branded simultaneous multi-frequency machines. Almost every time they come down, they come away with pre-decimals from the wet sand and the rocks. I've never found pre-decimals down there. Come out with the Legend first time, and I've got a couple of pre-decimals. Yes, they're very worn, but I'm chuffed to bits anyway. If I can clean them up anymore and get a bit more info off them, I'll make sure that's up in the video when I'm doing the edit later on. But yeah, really pleased with that. Probably the most fun beach hunt I've had for a very long time, actually. So don't forget to pick me up on Facebook and Instagram. I'm on there as well, so search me up on there and follow the accounts on there. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button down below, and don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to D-Tekt Sussex yet, hit the subscribe button down below and you'll get a video from me every single week. Have a fantastic week, everybody, and I'll see you soon. Take care.